All right, let's dive in. We are going to break down a really powerful and frankly, pretty fascinating way to tackle credit card debt. And the best part, this is designed for that moment when you feel like you have absolutely zero extra cash to make it happen. So let's start with a situation that might feel, a little too real. Imagine your income is $3,000 a month and your expenses also $3,000. That leaves you with exactly zero cash flow, stuck on a kind of debt treadmill with this hefty $10,000 balance just staring back at you.
So, that's the big question, isn't it? I mean, it seems impossible, a total financial dead end. But what if there was a way to start hacking away at this debt? And I mean aggressively, without having to earn more money or totally blow up your lifestyle.
Okay, let's get into this solution. We're calling it the loop method, and it's all about changing the flow of your money to finally work for you, not against you. It's about creating that momentum you need to get unstuck.
The core idea here is surprisingly simple, but it's incredibly effective. So instead of having your paycheck just sit in your checking account, you're going to deposit it directly onto your credit card. This one little change has an immediate, powerful effect. It instantly slams your credit card balance down.
That all sounds good in theory, right? But how does this actually work in the real world, from one month to the next? Let's walk through it step by step.
So here we are at the start of the month. You've got that $10,000 balance and let's say a 21% APR. This is our starting line. This is the mountain we're about to start climbing. Okay, here's the very first move. Your rent is $1,000, so you keep that money safe in your bank account. But that other $2,000 from your paycheck, you're going to set up direct deposit so it goes straight to the credit card company. And boom, this is the immediate impact. The second that deposit hits, your balance plummets from 10 grand all the way down to 8. You haven't even bought a cup of coffee yet this month, and your debt is already lower. After that, you just live your life. You pay for your normal expenses, your groceries, gas, utilities, all that stuff, which adds up to about $1,600 using that same credit card, just like you always do. Now, yeah, the balance is going to creep back up, but don't worry, that's all part of the plan.
Let's see how this thing builds. At the end of month 1, your balance is $9,600. Then you do the loop again. By the end of month 2, it's down to $9,200. You see the pattern here, right? Your peak balance gets lower every single month, and that is the key to absolutely crushing those interest charges.
Now, this next part is where we find the, let's call it, magic money. This simple loop actually creates cash flow that you literally did not have before.
So here's how it works. On most credit cards, when you make a big payment like that $2,000 income deposit, the system sees it as satisfying your minimum payment for the month. So that $400 you used to have to scrape together for your minimum, it's now freed up. That's real, actual cash sitting in your bank account.
Now, what you do with this new money is absolutely critical. You take that $400 and you immediately throw it back at the credit card as an extra payment. Once your balance gets down to, say, $7,000, that extra $400 a month means you can pay off the whole thing in just over 17 months. I mean, come on, that's a total game changer.
This method is just so powerful because it works on two different levels. On a math level, by keeping your average balance lower for more of the month, you just flat out pay less in interest. And on a behavioral level, seeing that balance drop immediately is a huge motivator. It creates this simple, consistent habit. And hey, as a bonus, it lowers your credit utilization, which is great for your credit score. Of course, it is super important to figure out if this is the right strategy for your specific financial life. It's an incredibly powerful tool for sure, but it isn't for everyone. Look, this method is absolutely perfect if your income is predictable, you have your spending under control, and you can pay for most things with a card. But it can be risky if seeing that available credit just tempts you to spend more, or if you struggle to remember to pay things like rent that can't go on a card. This could get you into even deeper trouble. You really have to be honest with yourself here. So let's just quickly recap the whole process. Just 4 simple, repeatable steps. 1. Set up your direct deposit to go straight to your credit card. 2. Pay your rent or mortgage from your bank account. 3. Use your card for all your other spending. And 4. Just repeat that loop every single month until that balance hits zero for good. And that's really what it all comes down to. This isn't about some kind of financial wizardry. It's about using a simple, structured method to turn a situation that feels totally stuck and hopeless into a clear, actionable plan to get your financial freedom back. So the real takeaway here isn't just about the numbers. It's about what comes next. I want to leave you with this question to think about. Once that debt is finally gone and your whole paycheck is actually yours to keep,
What is the very first thing you're going to do with it?